When Yuval Noah Harari published his first book, *Sapiens*, in 2014 about the history of the human species, it became a global bestseller and turned the little-known Israeli history professor into one of the most popular writers and thinkers on the planet. Harari got his PhD in history at Oxford and lives in Israel. Harari has spent the last few years lecturing and writing about what may lie ahead for humankind. He's written 2 books about the challenges we face in the future, Homo Deus and 21 Lessons for the 21st Century, which along with *Sapiens* have sold more than 35 million copies and been translated into 65 languages. His writings have been recommended by President Barack Obama, as well as tech moguls Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg. Harari lives outside Tel Aviv with his husband, Itzik Yahav. They've been together for nearly 20 years. It was Yahav who read Harari's lecture notes for a history course and convinced him to turn them into his first book, *Sapiens*.
I read the lessons. I couldn't stop talking about it. For me, it was clear that it could be a huge bestseller.
Yahav is now Harari's agent, and together they started a company called Sapienship. They're creating an interactive exhibit that'll take visitors through the history of human evolution and challenge them to think about the future of mankind.
New surveillance technologies that are now deployed just to deal with this coronavirus outbreak. When it's over, some governments may say, yes, but there is a second wave of corona coming, so we have to be prepared. And there is Ebola, and there is also regular flu. Why not protect people against that too with this new surveillance system? So the tendency would be to prolong it indefinitely. Also, it's the moment when surveillance goes really under the skin. Governments are now not just interested in where we go and who we meet, but even in what's happening inside our bodies. What we have seen so far, it's corporations and governments collecting data about where we go, who we meet, what movies we watch. The next phase is the surveillance going under our skin. People could look back in 100 years and identify the coronavirus epidemic as the moment when a new regime of surveillance took over, especially surveillance under the skin, which I think is maybe the most important development of the 21st century, is this ability to hack human beings, to go under the skin, collect biometric data, analyze it, and understand people better than they understand themselves. This, I believe, is maybe the most important event of the 21st century. We'll soon have the power to re-engineer our bodies and brains, whether it is with genetic engineering or by directly connecting brains to computers, or by creating completely non-organic entities, artificial intelligence, which is not based at all on the organic body and the organic brain. And these technologies are developing at breakneck speed. By hacking organisms, elites may gain the power to re-engineer the future of life itself. Because once you can hack something, you can usually also engineer it. In the coming decades, AI and biotechnology will give us godlike abilities to re-engineer life and even to create completely new life forms. We are about to enter a new era of inorganic life shaped by intelligent design. Our intelligent design.
So the self-driving car will need to make ethical decisions. Like suddenly a kid jumps in front of the car, and the only way to prevent running over the kid is to swerve to the side and be hit by a truck, and your own owner, who is asleep in the back seat, might be killed. You need to tell the algorithm what to do in this situation. So you need to actually solve the philosophical question, who to kill?